Have you ever wondered how a fifth wheel is made?
We are going to get the president of Keystone to show us how these new Arcadias are put together.
What is really unique about this hitch pin, though, is the ARV technology. You can see this little gap right here on each side.
Hello everybody, and well, we're on our way to the RV capital of the world, the greater Elkhart, Indiana area. We're actually going to Goshen, Indiana.
And we are so excited, we can't wait. We are going to go meet our fifth wheel.
We're going to Keystone RV Company in Goshen, Indiana. They are the world's largest manufacturer of towed RVs. And we are really excited about it because we're going to get a sneak peek at our brand new Arcadia 32.5 foot rear lounge fifth wheel, which we will be buying this week. We're going to observe the production facilities, how it was put together. We're going to interview the CEO and the president, and we're going to get a look at what we're going to get. And we are really excited about it. I mean, it's going to be fun. And then this week, Lord willing, we're going to be camping.
We are, and we're anxious to go up by Lake Michigan and take our new fifth wheel and our new truck and relax.
So there's a couple of things we got to do. We got to get a hitch put on the truck. We got to buy the RV, and then we have to accessorize the RV, buy all the stuff we need for it.
Oh, details.
Details. It's going to be a fun week, and we're going to bring you with us. So let's go. First stop, Goshen, Indiana, and Keystone RV Company.
Woohoo! Have you ever wondered how a fifth wheel is made?
We are going to get the president of Keystone to show us how these new Arcadias are put together.
So this is where your unit starts, and this is what it looks like when it first rolls in the door. And you'll notice that this chassis is a little different than everything else. We'll get into some of the details of that. But this is the crawl space chassis. So this is where Arcadia begins.
And this, explain this to me right here. This is this is a big deal, right?
This is the spine, yep. This is what makes the crawl space work. So most chassis obviously run the cross members all the way up to the top of the I-beam. We don't do that. We shrink the cross members, we run this spine down the center, and that not only saves a little bit of space down below, but it saves a ton of space up above. You can see you've got 3 inches on each side that's just clear span. This is your crawl space. This gets you 3 inches that doesn't exist on any other RV out there.
These, of course, are tanks. This is
your rotocast. This is your freshwater tank. Here are your gray and black, or 2 black tanks, depending on the floor plan.
And because you have this crawl space here, you can actually heat this.
Yep.
Right?
So everything above the crawl space is heated, and below the crawl space is heated. But this is unique, and you'll see why it gets to be so unique as we move up line. So the next step in the process is we insulate that crawl space. So now you can better see how much space you get above the tanks and all the other stuff in a standard chassis. Okay, so from there, we come to here. This is our hyperdeck floor, so we sit it on top of the crawl space chassis, and everything is fastened down, therefore completely insulating that crawl space that you just saw.
What's this material right here between the floor and
so you've got an aluminum perimeter.
Like a sandwich here.
Yep, you got an aluminum perimeter with a block foam insulation in between.
So insulation, and that crawl space.
Okay, so at this stage of the game, we're starting to pull our electrical and our plumbing through that crawl space.
That's these harnesses right here.
This is our unified wiring. So now we're moving on to cabinet set. So we're going to put everything on the inside, including some of our dividing walls and all of our cabinetry. So this is one of the most important steps. We're starting to set our water heaters, we're starting to run our electrical, and connect our convenience center. So this is where the heart of the unit really comes together.
These are all the mechanical stuff.
All right, so now we're in sidewall set. And if you want to see what they look like when they come in the door, you can see them right over here.
Oh, look at that.
So we're all aluminum, block foam insulation, fiberglass on the exterior. At this point, we're starting to put some of the pretty into the coach. We're setting the bedroom, bathroom up, and we're putting things like backsplashes in the kitchen. So now we're in roof set, and we've got the ceiling on.
There's the roof.
Now we're in electrical. You can see we set the roof. You see all these wires hanging down, and it doesn't look like a lot's gonna happen over the next station, but this is where a ton of stuff happens. It's really important for this coach.
This is where you'd want some of your best people.
This is where the most tenured people spend a lot of time.
Because if something goes wrong here, it's
It can-
harder to find.
It'll slow the entire line down if something goes wrong here. Yep. All right, so now we're into trimming, metal, and baggage door set.
Right here on the side, yeah.
One of the things we always talked about on Arcadia is we want to bring the outside in. So you see we're in window set, and we put the
Great.
largest windows that we could in the sidewall. So you know what this is? This is a slide out. And we're gonna roll this right into the sidewall of this coach.
Right over here it goes. Look at that. The hole already ready for it.
And now we're in. You can see we've set the slide, and we're getting ready to put the graphics on as we move up the line.
So that's the living room slide, and back up there is the bedroom slide with the organ.
Yep. So now you'll notice we've hung the awning, we've got the slide out in, we've got graphics on, and this is going to be the busiest portion of the line because we also start to QC this unit, which means we're starting to tape it up, make sure that everything is right and where it's supposed to be.
QC is quality control, and that's what this red tape is, right?
Yep.
We hear these things, it's been red taped, and that means what?
That means they found something they don't like. We're going to fix it.
You're gonna fix it.
All right, so we've gone from there to here. Look at how fast it's all come together. We're getting cabinet doors set, we're getting handles on, we're getting furniture in. We're almost done. Okay, and this one's pretty much all done. Now it's just time for you to take yours out and enjoy it.
All right, we are more than ready.
And here it is. This is our unit, fresh off the Keystone assembly line. After going through a second series of quality control checks, it's about to be shipped for delivery.
We got a chance to briefly go through it and learn from the Arcadia product manager a few of the unique features that made it the RV of the year.
Literally slide it to the right. Things that's kind of nice about all of this is the spring-loaded pull pin. So you've got all sorts of adjustability on height or anything. So if you're in a place where the ground is a little bit uneven and you need to, just that simple to adjust them.
I can tell you something right now, Mike, what I like is that when these steps go up, they're not exposed like a step underneath to the salt and the grime and the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
corrosion.
gonna get all dirty and all of that stuff as you're going down the road, exactly.
Right.
Something I really like, there's a bottle opener right there.
Oh, you sure it's a bottle opener?
for crying out loud, let's get our priorities right. Yeah, where's the hook for the dog's leash? Oh, they got one.
Most people do. Where's the doggy?
Right there.
Whoa.
And he gets a little shade from the overhead.
Yeah, perfect.
The Curt ARV hitch pin, the head pivots back and forth. This rubber pad here is designed to reduce the effect of what we call chucking, which is a sensation that you get pushing and pulling the tow vehicle, the RV does to the tow vehicle. So this is designed to rock back and forth and eliminate the effects of chucking. So a lot of products out there have this feature. What is really unique about this hitch pin though is the ARV technology. You can see this little gap right here on each side. So those 5 attachment bolts are actually grommeted in rubber on each side. So there's 10 rubber grommets on there. Those rubber grommets are designed to reduce vibration by about 50%, You won't feel that in your truck, but your RV will feel that going down the road.
So it's less of an earthquake inside the RV.
Exactly. By reducing vibration 50%, it really improves the long-term durability of your unit.
So the big question for me is, how do I make this into a bed?
Super easy.
Super easy, that's what I like.
Yeah, this is all Velcroed on there. Just pull that off. Pull this one off. Set it right over there. Grab this right here. Lift it up. Kind of fold it out. Sometimes those are even cooperate and fold out by themselves.
Yes, secure those legs.
Set it down. Go back here. This hinges down, and there you go.
All right. Looks pretty comfy. Definitely comfy. Scooch back here. Whew.
So you can invite guests.
We can invite guests.
The Fireplace is not just pretty, but it also has a 5,000 BTU heating element on it. What you'll like about this is that morning that's 45, 50 degrees. You don't necessarily want to run your furnace. You can just turn the fireplace on, and in this area, it'll produce a lot of heat for you. So there's a real useful situation where you won't necessarily have to use your furnace. The radio is AM, FM, Bluetooth, DVD. It's 12 volt, so you can use it without being plugged in. The Bluetooth feature is super nice. So you can sit out at the campfire or whatever, stream your music via Bluetooth to the radio, control the volume at the outside speakers and all of those things.
Listen to our podcast.
There you go. So one of the really awesome features is the storage behind the TV. So just lift that up. There's all sorts of storage in there.
That's where I'd put my router, my internet stuff.
Yeah, what you're going to find with this air conditioner is it's the upgraded Coleman 15,000. It's what we call the Q series. The Q series means that it's quiet. And when you turn this on, you're going to notice a big difference between this one and your traditional air conditioners. It's going to be approximately 20% quieter than the other ones that are out there. So that's really nice. It's also a high efficiency air conditioner. It's going to produce about 10% more CFMs. We give you the same type of Q series air conditioner up in the front. Both of the air conditioners are ducted together, so that's nice. What you also will find is this whole setup here is completely unique to our product in Keystone. We partnered with Coleman to create this return air grill. So if you take a screwdriver, rotate these 90 degrees, this cover will pop down. Inside there is actually a 12 by 12 residential style air filter. It's a MERV 9 rated air filter. Pretty much what you have in your house. So now not only are we giving you the most air, super quiet, but also now it's going to be purified. This is the industry's first residential style return air filter. You can get these at any big box store, Home Depot, Menards, Lowe's, get them online, $2 or whatever. Hopefully you like the look of them, but one thing about it is all of the mechanism is wrapped in fabric. So there's a bunch of people in here. We're walking around. It's not even leveled or stabilized, and you don't hear any rattling. So that's super nice. Day, night shades, pull shades almost always rattle against the window. They're super easy to put in whatever position you want or to store all the way up at the top. The fabric is a thermal resistant type fabric. So when these are pulled down, it'll really do a great job of keeping the heat out. They'll do a good job of keeping it dark inside as well. Whenever you want to open the windows, pretty simple.
Great.
Just move the lever, slide it, then they latch back into place. All of our windows are deep tinted, so again, trying to keep the sun out, trying to keep the unit cooler. There's a lot of things, and actually we're going to do a video later today talking about all of the different features in our peak seasonal camping package. But you know, little things like the Roman shades made of temperature resistant fabric, the deep tint on the windows, the Blade Pure system. We have a ton of features that just enhance the whole experience, whether you're using it in cold weather or warm weather. What you're going to find is we have more features than anybody in its class. And what a lot of people ask is this a 4-season camper? The answer to that is, look, just kind of depends. I mean, we're not suggesting that you can go to Alaska in January, But with Arcadia, we've got more features than anybody in this class. So regardless of what temperature conditions you're using it under, we're going to perform super well for you.
How tall are you? You're a big guy.
I'm about 6'4".
And look at that.
I used to be taller, but I'm getting older.
Yeah, it does happen. Look at that. There's a lot of room. This is an 8-foot ceiling.
Yeah, back here you've got about 8 foot. You're going to have about 9 foot up there. So yeah, a lot of headroom. So even though this is a mid-profile fifth wheel, we really designed it with very tall ceilings, which then allow us to have taller slide rooms, taller cabinets, and all of those things.
Now the thing that I'm noticing, we don't have any of the levelers down.
Right.
And yet it's very stable.
rock
I mean,
solid.
you know, you can feel a little bit, but you're explaining that we have a really unique basement under here.
Yeah, so what you're feeling here is
crawl
really kind of
space
a combination of two things. One of it is due to our chassis. The chassis design is really very well built, overbuilt probably in some cases, but the chassis itself is really a heavy duty chassis, so that's part of it. But I think really what we're feeling here is just how solid the floor is. There's no movement in the coach, there's no movement in the floor. A lot of that is being driven by what we call the center spine of our chassis, a real unique feature on our next generation chassis. And this center spine, it's a 3-inch tube that we put right in the middle of the floor. It allows us to actually secure the floor in the middle of the unit, which to my knowledge, nobody else can do that. It's only secured around the perimeter. So by being able to secure it in the middle, it basically just ties everything together, and I think promotes a lot of the stability that you're feeling. But also when you walk around on this thing, it feels like we're just walking on the ground, doesn't it? There's no bounce, there's no give, you don't hear a lot of squeaks, and it's all because the floor is secured in the middle. And again, the chassis allows us to do that. Nobody else can. Nobody else has that feature.
From the Keystone factory, our Arcadia was shipped to Camping World, the dealer we chose to purchase it from.
Well, at Camping World, we also had them install the fifth wheel hitch onto our truck. We chose a top-of-the-line A20 sliding hitch from Curt. That's the same company that made the fifth wheel hitch pin that we showed you earlier.
While they installed the hitch, a team of techs prepped and cleaned our Arcadia for delivery, giving everything a final quality inspection.
Check the freshwater tank, all of that.
Then we made the purchase and officially took possession of our brand new RV.
Marlon and
Yep, Jennifer and Mike.
all right.
Wow, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
We got chairs, we got
We got the whole campsite set
Look
up.
at, oh, you got toys. My goodness, you really cleaned this up. It looks wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, there's a toy! Yeah, there's a toy!
Yeah, but what does it taste like?
Yeah, look at that. That's great.
Come on, little guy.
Well, it's ours. We've left Camping World on our very first camping trip. This is kind of a shakedown cruise for us. We are camped near Lake Michigan, and we're going to spend 4 or 5 days out there testing this thing out.
And this is not the full review. That is coming later once we figure it all out ourselves.
Yep, we'll give you, a total walkthrough. The other thing we got to do is equip this. We got to get all of our accessories and cooking stuff, and then we got to organize it. We'll be doing videos on that. This was an attempt to show you how this thing was built, and you saw all those features. Those were the features that convinced us that we wanted to try a fifth wheel. It's all new to us, and we are having fun learning about it. We spent our first official night in it last night, and it was very nice.
Everything went great.
Yep, so we'll have lots more to say, including us going to driving school. Jen went to driving school, and I went too, and we'll tell you what that's like hauling it. We've never hauled a fifth wheel, and we've never had to drive around a big truck, but we're learning all sorts of new things. So this is the first of many videos about our experience in the fifth wheel world and camping and exploring, and we can't wait to get back out there. Spring is here in Michigan, and we're going to do some traveling.
Let's go take a hike.
So thanks for watching us. We're Mike and Jen. Give us a thumbs up on this video, and please, would you do us a big favor and subscribe to the RV Lifestyle YouTube channel. You can subscribe very easily. Just click that little red button there and give it a thumbs up if you will on the video. And when you click the bell icon, you'll be notified when we have new videos online. Thanks for watching.
Happy trails.